This is just me being funny. I said I really wasn't gonna pay attention no more to this case, but they keep putting it in my recommendations. So um uh I was just doing. Oh, 'cause remember, Buddy Boy, was that about a month ago or 2 months ago when the case he would come on talking about the bosses, said stop talking about Fanny, da 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 da. And I didn't stop talking about it because with the bosses, like I said, I didn't care. I was just making fun of her the whole time because I think I broke it first. I did. My channel's, it was a joke. I broke it first. I did, but that's why I wanted to say that. I saw a video and I wanted to say something first. And I knew, the bitch fucked up. But the whole thing, that's another thing. Is like I said, this ain't about like this is a reality show or your favorite team got cheated. This is about our lives. So in reality, it's like it don't matter if she gets in trouble. We need the whole team, the snake of the head of who's behind this. Fanny, yeah, she can go to prison or whatever, but lose her job, but that she's the nobody. But I don't know. I guess maybe she is a somebody because remember they kept getting so mad. But like I said, there's no need for me to keep talking about it. I said what I had to say. That's all I wanted to get out there. About her fucking old boy. And also about how stupid he was. You know, by getting caught. Both of them was stupid. And then also the wife looked better than Fanny. That's another thing. It's like damn, that nigga stupid as hell. Even for the money. And more than likely, he probably could have kept his wife in check too if he wasn't a Democrat nerd. But most of us wouldn't have done it in the first place. All right. So anyway, before I get to the video, it is like I said, everybody sees that. And okay, I was right. I knew I didn't even say George Soros. I just said they were funding the protests. Oh, it's the same. Remember I said it's BLM, and sure enough, he's the one funding a big part of this protest and whatever this channel is, CNN News 18. But there's other, you can look it in, you just type in George Soros Palestine pro, and he's a Jew. And like anything, I think there was a point they was saying if you talk about him, you're anti-Semitic, and he's a Jew. But that's what they said. How he got his, if you watch his story in the '70s, he did an interview. It's still on YouTube where he said he helped the Nazis round up people when he was like 13. So he was rounding up his own people. As a Jew, he was a little traitor. So this dude is a little piece of shit, evil piece of shit. Just because he's 80 or 90 years old, like I said, evil people get old too. He's not, grandpa or nothing like that. But I ain't even gonna play that video. One thing is vote Joe Biden and all Democrats out, and Soros loses billions he spent on this nuttiness. Oh, that's another thing. So, yeah, I ain't like I said. Cars usually don't drive by with booming system, but again, the stupid Democrats they know I'm finna go to the store. So that's why I said I'm like, what are y'all gonna do? It's really just it's a countdown now. However long my I done fixed everything. Now it's just a matter of it rising back up. So yeah, that takes months. So what do y'all go? Like I said, this neighborhood nobody hardly rides by with a booming system, but they sit. So today nobody. But as soon as I come out, they sit in the car, drive. A bitch ass nigga. But like I said, they. So what are they gonna do when I'm gone out this? And they still in they The money's drying up. All right, and that like this comment right here, everybody must be thinking what I'm thinking. Vote out Joe Biden, all Democrats out. Soros loses billions. Remember, I've been saying that. They're gonna lose all their money they invested on all this shit they tried. His son. People try to say, well, if you get rid of Soros, his son could take. Nah, it's like his son gonna hurt just as bad or even worse if he keep fucking around after we get rid of his dad. He better learn a lesson. His dad get arrested or whatever and thrown in prison for whatever, or war crime, or Saddam. He's basically, to me, he's like Saddam Hussein. Uh, Saddam and Osama bin Laden. Just because he's old, you need to send SEAL Team 6 after him. He got I'm pretty sure he got ex-military, ex-special forces bodyguards, probably a little small army. So you need to send, just like Osama bin Laden, Soros need to be on the target list. There's more than enough evidence. All right, but like I said, this was gonna be quick. I just want to make fun of her, the Fannie Willis.
State election officials not finding any. Democrats are shocked at what's happening under the Gold Dome.
We cannot succeed as a country. Charlize Byrd introduced articles of impeachment against.
In breaking news at this hour, the state Senate will now conduct their own investigation.
Over on the House side, at least one lawmaker doesn't want to investigate.
This is the news. This channel might not be the news, but this is the local Atlanta news, Georgia news.
Willis, but impeach her.
I'm doing my job because she didn't do her job.
Republican State Senator Charlize Byrd introduced articles of impeachment against Willis also today, which Georgia State law professor Clark Cunningham says could be a real problem for Willis, with Republicans having the numbers there.
The Georgia Constitution just says the House has the power of impeachment. So there's no definition. I would be surprised if the House doesn't pass articles of impeachment against her.
We want to know where is our money going, and that's what this does.
All we've heard is allegations, and most of it come from her ex-wife. Who mad?
Despite Democrats...
You see how, like I said, it's sad for black people. All the old niggas that's supposed to be on our side are evil-ass house niggas. House disgusting Joe Biden slaves. That's disgusting. This man right here, all these people in Atlanta getting killed, they're poor, this and that. Some people got family in Atlanta, if you don't live there. And, these disgusting ass niggas. And the thing, that's what I was just about to say. I'm glad them people that was just talking aren't scared no more of being called racist by these clowns. This Uncle Tom right here. That's Uncle Tom, and actually, like they say, the phrase Uncle Tom, that's not what the book was really about,
Expecting the resolution passed Friday.
The yeas are 30 and the nays are 19.
The reality is, as these new facts have come to light, it has caused great concern not only for us, but constituents all over the state of Georgia.
Political retribution is what it is.
Over on the House side, at least one lawmaker doesn't want to investigate Willis, but impeach her.
I'm doing my job because she didn't do her job. She brought charges against 19 people that really did nothing other than state their First Amendment right.
Representative Charlize Byrd from Woodstock says she still believes there was fraud in the 2020 election, despite state election officials not finding any. Democrats are shocked at what's happening.
We said it before, state corrupt. They're corrupt. That's all we got to say. They're corrupt. Of course they didn't. They did what they was told to do. With George Soros and the rest of them told them to do. Klaus Schwab and the rest of them. Of course I'm like, that don't mean nothing. And like I said, the people, especially in Atlanta, they had the Rashad Brooks case. They had, the Black Lives. I'm talking about that guy that got killed fighting the cops. And, remember they had that joke in the 2018, they're going to investigate themselves and find the, because they'd say they're going to investigate the cop who did the shooting. All right, so you can't have it both ways. You believe one judge, but not the other. Because black folks, Biden, this and that, and it's over. They said it's this and that. They said Okay, but I thought you said the whole system was corrupt. So when another nigga gets shot by a cop, you just gonna accept. You can't have it both ways. Either you accept it all like we do, but we point out, yeah, they're corrupt. At least certain ones, and their record shows it.
Happening under the Gold Dome.
We cannot succeed as a country with one of our two main political parties embroiled in lies, disinformation, conspiracy theories, and political retribution.
Things have gone from bad to worse for Fulton County DA Fani Willis. Not only is she the Georgia State Senate now facing an investigation into allegations of improper affair with the special prosecutor Nathan Wade, but now there's some more going on.
Yeah, this investigation happening with this committee that was formed. Georgia State Representative is moving to impeach her. Here to weigh in is Georgia Congressman Mike Collins. Congressman, good to see you.
And another thing, see, I said, it's just common sense. It's not even, I'm just so smart, and this idiot that, these idiots, all of them, Democrats, and the one that was coming on my channel, and his bosses, your bosses are idiots. I told you, I'm like, she gonna get in. The only thing you were confident about was, I guess, you had it in the bag. Meaning, it's just like if you say you're gonna win a basketball game, your team, no matter what, that means your team has the referees and maybe even this and that on your side. That's the only way you know that. You can't. Other than that, well, not because this ain't even that's still a wrong analogy because like I said, this isn't basketball where anybody might win. Both sides are pro teams. But anyway, the point is, that was just stupidity. And you're supposed to be educated and know the law and know history and know this and that. But so you wasn't going on anything. I don't know what they were going on when they said, but basically they wasn't going on the law. They were just saying, stop talking about it or this or that or whatever the fuck. I don't know what they thought they was doing. And that means I was right. But like I said, hell, maybe I was right because like I said, that means I'm right about something else or how one day I'm going to touch his ass, in person.
Thanks so much for coming on. This Senate investigation, the state Senate investigation, I want to be very clear that, again, this is still a local case, a local investigation. This has been approved to move forward. What do you see coming out of it?
Well, I think the wheels are clearly falling off the bus on this investigation. I was telling a group earlier this morning that I think this was more made for a Jerry Springer episode than it is anything. When you've got Fani Willis, who's obviously got her eye on somebody else's fanny, instead of actually out there trying to do the people's work and trying to, pay for it off the taxpayers' dime.
Sir, this case has now got national attention because a lot of people are wondering what is going on in Fulton County. The fact that all of this is going on behind the scenes, and yet the former president is facing some serious state charges here. Of course, I'm referring to Donald Trump and then those other co-defendants in the case. Republican Georgia State Rep Charlize Byrd officially filing a resolution to impeach the DA, posting this to X. Saying, with freedom on the line, bold action is necessary. It's time for the legislature to do its constitutional duty and hold corrupt Fulton DA Fani Willis accountable, which is why she's introduced the articles of impeachment against Willis. Congressman Collins, do you think this happens here? Would there be support?
Yeah, I think it should. I think it's evident. And I think as more and more evidence comes out, especially over in the divorce.
It's like I said, I just really didn't think I think they let it go on, but they knew, like I said, they knew I think they knew some things, and they just let the bosses, all of it, in real, the ones out overseas think they had their hands in everybody's cookie jar and blackmail information on everybody. And they really believe their own lie about racism in Georgia and Alabama and South Carolina, all the Memphis. We're all like, no, it's not like that. You run into them people, if you're not gonna run into them because they're Congress people, but if you run into their family members or they happen to be, you went to school, it's not gonna be nothing like y'all think. You don't know them. I don't have to know them. I'm telling you, it's nothing like with y'all. I've never seen none of that. in my life. I lived in Roswell when I was in middle school in the 80s. And like I said, there's no problem. I had friends, like I said, I got in trouble, but really when we got in trouble, it's usually me because I'm from New York. So it's usually me who led the pack to get us in the principal's office. But there was no racism, and this is at 1987. But it's just like these folks are just stupid. I ain't even gonna play the rest of y'all. Well, let me see.
Court that's going on between Wade and his soon-to-be ex-wife. That's where a lot of your evidence has been coming from as to where the money has been funneled between, so Wade and Fannie Willis could go on their escapades and their trips. So sure, the state
Escapade. I don't think they plan. See, that's another thing you got to know when you don't know these southern white boys and women. You don't know when they talk a certain way when they talk, and you think, oh, that's racist. Nah, he's about only a couple years older than me. It's just like I said, if he was a construction worker, I just never got to be the boss to a level where y'all wouldn't let me get to a level. So no, he would follow what I say if I was in charge. I'm just telling you, they work. We just work together, or whatever, y'all. But I'm like, you don't understand the tone in these people's voices. That right there, they mean business. That she gone. I don't think we'll see now. We'll see. We got to see. But I think the tentacles of the whatever the fuck deep state is been cut off and they ain't growing back.
The legislature has the ability. They should take that up, and they should use their ability and their rights to impeach this lady and get her off this case. It's just another bogus case. You see it all in every case that Trump is being tried in. They are just another way for the Biden administration. Fannie Willis and Wade, now they had connection and had been speaking with the White House on this case. So it has been a way for the Biden administration and Joe Biden to use the court system and the DOJ to try to just kill his political opponents, because he knows he's got problems in November, and Trump is going to win back the White House and at least help us get this place back on track.
Wanted to bring that kind of something. I was going to ask you about the White House logs and the alleged visits, 8-hour visit by the special prosecutor Nathan Wade within the White House, meeting with White House counsel in Athens, Georgia. Again,
for just about 4 hours, Georgia senators grilled Fulton County Commission Chairman Rob Pitts, Chief Financial Officer Sharon Whitmore, and County Attorney Sue Joe. They wanted to know how DA Fannie Willis gets her budget approved and where all of the funding comes from. The chairman says he does not approve of the current system, which allows not only DAs, but county constitutional officers like the sheriff and the tax commissioner to spend their budgets however they see fit. The DA's office has a $36.6 million budget and 340 employees that Willis alone has authority over.
After we appropriate money to them, I think we have an obligation, a fiduciary responsibility to the taxpaying citizens of the county to know how that money is being spent. As it currently stands, the county constitutional officers and the state constitutional officers, they believe that once it's appropriated, they are free to use those funds as they see fit.
Fulton County does not appreciate the way she's handled many things, including her relationship with Mr. Wade, her failure to disclose gifts and benefits that she received from him when she hired him and approved his pay and his salary and all the checks with no other oversight.
Democrats on the committee were critical of the hearing and said state senators should stop meddling in Fulton County business. This was the third hearing, and the chairman indicated there will be more.
Stop meddling. Well, these niggas crazy. You see what I'm saying? They pick the stupid niggas, because that's what they won't pick the smart niggas like us. Why? Because we won't do nothing stupid that's going to get oversight. We don't want to get, you don't want people looking over our shoulders. So if they do come, every time they do a surprise, oh yeah, it's right here. We ain't got no problem. We ain't gonna say stop meddling. Hey, yeah, here you go right here. Everything you need. You go get on somebody's ass if they didn't save one piece. Hey, didn't we tell you to say? I told you to save. It is not. You're not being Mr. Bossy, straw boss. How you're not. You're just like I said. You covering your own ass and covering your employees' asses. So yeah, they come through. They can come through anytime they want. Usually, you can say that with confidence. They haul your ass in front of the committee. Okay, hey, tell them come on. Not because you got protection from corrupt Biden, but because you got, as the young kids say, the cool kids, you got the receipts. Literally, that's all you got to do. It ain't hard. But anyways, like I said, y'all can watch the rest if you would. I'm out here.